Hello, everyone. We are back. It's BK today. I'm Brandy,
And I'm Kayla.
and we are so excited to talk to you about the Oscars today. Woo!
Woo! I'm so excited.
I know. They were last night, finally. It feels like we've been waiting forever for them. Our first show actually was talking about the controversy surrounding the diversity in the Oscars. So
And
now,
of course, my predictions.
yes, we'll see if they come true. But I just want to start by saying that Chris Rock was an amazing host. Congratulations to him. Feel the same way about Chris Rock?
Yeah, I definitely thought
Yeah,
he killed it.
He definitely killed it. I'm so glad that he didn't listen to everyone because everyone wanted him to boycott. But him hosting just made the whole diversity issue like out there. Like everybody was talking about it. And pretty much he brought attention to the fact that there really isn't enough diversity in the Oscars. And watching it, there really wasn't at all. No diversity.
The only diversity that there was were the presenters and stuff like that.
Exactly. But the jokes were really funny, and it was just great. He did a really good job. And one thing they had that was a little controversial, funny. I don't know. They had Stacey Dash there. We definitely spoke about her the first time because she responded with the Oscar controversy, and Chris Rock announced her as the director of the minority awareness group for the Oscars or something like that.
Yeah, and something like diversity.
Yeah, something like that. And it was Stacey Dash came out after he said that, and she said something like, "Happy Black History Month. I just want to help all my people." And I think it was supposed to be funny, but nobody laughed. It was really weird. And really
I usually get like a sympathy laugh, like, "Oh, it was a joke."
Yeah.
I didn't get it. And
a lot of people didn't get it. It was really weird. But I think it was supposed to be funny, so I kind of felt bad for her because it was just really awkward. And then she walked on 5 seconds, she walked off. That was it. Yeah. Very weird. All over Twitter. But yeah, there was a segment where Chris Rock was asking like people of color outside a movie theater like what they thought about the nominees and stuff, and it was just really great. And he really brought attention to the issue, and I thought it was great. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what's important, the nominees and stuff?
Well, obviously, controversy and controversy. Wow, maybe I can try and say that word.
Yeah.
That's important, and definitely, representing all groups is important.
Definitely, because I just always talk about drama and controversy, but you know the good stuff.
The real drama for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I was so excited to see who won this year. One thing I was not expecting was for Mad Max to sweep just
really
everything. Mad Max won so many, but my movie Revenant won quite a few itself. I had projected that Revenant would win cinematography. I had a bet going with my friend that's Revenant would win over Mad Max, and it won. But let's go over it. So Best Picture was Spotlight. Spotlight was, of course, about the news team that investigated abuse of young children with the Catholic Church in Boston.
I never actually even heard of that movie until the Oscars.
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah, it looks really good. I want to see it.
Me too. That's definitely up for me to see. So Best Actress, I expected Brie Larson won, but one thing I thought was interesting was when those nominees were being announced, a lot of people like Saoirse Ronan.
Really?
From Brooklyn. A lot of people cheered her on in the audience. Like, she got the loudest applause. So, I loved it. I like Saoirse. I've seen her in a number of other movies like Hannah, The Lovely Bones.
Oh, I love The Lovely Bones.
A lot of people don't know that's Saoirse Ronan.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she the little girl, or I don't know?
She was the main girl.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was Susie Salmon. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. She didn't actually die in real life. She's making movies still. But I just think that the reaction to Saoirse is that just proves that we can expect a lot more out of her. But Brie Larson won for Room. Actor in a supporting role, I thought was going to go to Tom Hardy for The Revenant, but it went to Mark Rylance from Bridge of Spies.
Okay.
Everybody was very excited about Bridge of Spies. Actress in a supporting role went to Alicia Vikander.
Oh, everyone was saying she looked like a Disney princess.
She did. She looked like Belle. She
did. She's beautiful.
Inside Out, of course, won Best Animation.
I just watched Inside Out over the weekend, and it made me cry. So
I still haven't seen it. All my friends are saying, like, "Oh, it's so funny, but you'll cry."
It's really cute.
As I said, Revenant won cinematography. Mad Max Fury Road won Costume. I thought Brooklyn was going to take costume.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I knew Mad Max was gonna get costume. Come on, that was
They're not wearing
unreal.
any clothes. There's like no clothes that they wear. I don't get how they could have won something.
Whoa.
They did. I accidentally hit Brandy.
No, I expected it. I'm happy. I honestly I didn't really like Mad Max that much, but I knew that it was a really good movie and I appreciated it for what it was, like the action and everything. So I'm really happy that they won.
They really took so many Mad Max.
And C.K. Lewis, that's his name.
Louis C.K.
Oh my God. Yeah, Louis C.K. He made that joke. I forgot who he was announcing, but then he was like, "Oh, Mad Max, Fury Road."
He was announcing Best Short Documentary, and he was like, "And the Oscar goes to Mad Max." I cackled at that one. Of course, Best Director was Alejandro. God, I can never pronounce his last name. Alejandro. I always just refer to him as a first name. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. He was the one that he directed The Revenant.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, Best Actor was my boy Leo DiCaprio.
Oh my gosh, the moment everyone has been waiting for finally arrived.
We can all sleep easy now, as all is right in the world, as Leo DiCaprio has finally won an Oscar. I loved his speech. It was very similar to his Golden Globe one.
Really?
Where he addressed the preservation of both the environment and the culture of indigenous people, because of course he worked hand in hand with a number of Native Americans in the making of the Revenant. Oh yeah, there's a whole.
I had no
idea. There's a whole ton of Native Americans in the Revenant. He also actually a number of the actors that were the Native American actors that were in the movie were actually sitting in the crowd, and they just seemed so happy to be mentioned.
That's nice. He deserves it.
I was just, and it was so classy. I thought I was waiting when he won. I was waiting for a big like finally, and like people losing their minds. But it was just a very classy, just applause, and like you deserve it.
Exactly.
And he just stood there, and at the end he said, he appreciated it. He appreciates it, and no, he doesn't take I think his parents for granted, and he does not take this
the environment for granted, and he don't take this night for granted.
Yeah,
something like that.
He doesn't take this. You got it right on. I don't take this world or the environment for granted, and I don't take this night for granted. And when he finished it with that, people just lost it.
He kept going on. I was like, oh my God, they're not even going to play the music because he's been waiting for this forever. They're just going to let him go on as long as he needs to.
Well, when the Best Director, that acceptance speech was going, they kept playing the music, but Alejandro just kept talking over it, But honestly, I think for awards like that, when it's the Best Director, Best Picture, and stuff like that, let him talk. Come on. They worked like crazy for this. Going back to the Louis C.K.
C.K. Louis.
Yeah, C.K. Louis, as you like to call him. Gonzalez Brandy over here. Louis presented for best short documentary, and the woman that won it, I just absolutely loved her speech. She
said something about this is what happens when empowering women get together.
Exactly.
Like that,
yeah. She spoke about, because the movie was all about, they're called honor killings, I believe, in Pakistan.
Oh yeah.
And it's just another example of how terrible women's lives are.
And she said that I don't know if they have a president there.
Prime Minister
said that because after watching that film that he's gonna change the laws for things like that. So that's amazing. That just shows you the power of film.
She actually said that. She said, "So there you go. That's the power of film." And oh my gosh,
really?
That was how she closed it, and I got goosebumps. I was like, "Oh my gosh, let's all go make documentaries right now."
His speeches are the best part. And then I forget who it was. Somebody else said something about him. In middle school and high school, the best thing you can do is make something, write, draw, color, things
I think that was the best, either animator or best something with sound. I can't.
Maybe it was animator because it was for Inside Out, I think, and the guy was talking about his kids. Maybe. I could be wrong, but that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really, really great. A lot of powerful messages in this year's awards.
Definitely. And of course, one of the loudest, I just want to mention this last thing, Lady Gaga.
Oh my goodness.
Her performance brought me to tears. I didn't realize until halfway between her singing in the beginning, she was so incredibly like passionate
Mm-hmm.
that, and I had no idea that she was a rape victim herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up immediately because I was like, she's taking this. She's very emotional right now.
Oh yeah.
And then of course everybody in the crowd was emotional. And then she finished it off, the song "Until It Happens to You." She finished it off with a whole bunch of rape survivors
Yeah,
coming
they had
out.
things written on their arms and
Yeah,
stuff.
like
That was
it's
amazing.
not your fault and Survivor. And Vice President Joe Biden introduced
yeah.
her, and he talked
like,
about.
That's my friend Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and yeah, I love that. I was like, what do they text?
Mhm.
But no, he said like it's just such a great thing. Like everybody should make a pledge to just speak out about it and to not stand for sexual abuse,
Yep.
or assault of any form. And I just thought that was just awesome. The documentary was that her song went into "Till It Happens
The
to You."
hunting ground.
Yeah, the hunting ground.
Mhm.
That was all about sexual violence
Really?
and like rape issues on college campuses
Oh
everywhere.
wow.
So I think it's something that we should definitely be talking about.
Definitely.
And just once again, Lady Gaga, just wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
seriously.
Lady Gaga.
You know.
I'm not even surprised though. Every performance she does is amazing, and all over Twitter people were talking about her like,
Yeah.
oh my god, Lady Gaga's so talented. I've been a Lady Gaga fan since 2008, and everybody used to make fun of me, and now everyone's like, oh my god, she's so talented, and I was like, that's what I've been saying for like 10 years already. Like,
I admit, I was one of the, when she first came out, I liked her songs, and I was like, oh wow, these are really catchy. I love the sound of them. But like, come on, like her outfits and stuff, I was like,
they were
geez,
great.
look at this.
I was her for Halloween once, so don't judge her outfits.
Oh no. I've definitely become a very big fan of hers.
Yeah.
I think she's an excellent entertainer.
She is. She's amazing.
Yeah.
So anything else we have to say about the Oscars? I think we pretty much covered the majority of what went down yesterday.
I hope we did because there was so much and so much I wanted to talk about. I think I got everything I really needed to get off my chest.
I think I did too.
Good.
So pretty much all your predictions came true?
I did not predict Mad Max winning. I mean, yeah, Mad Max winning so many. I did not predict Spotlight, but that's also because I hadn't watched it. But but most of my predictions that I seriously cared about came true.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy they came true.
I can write this off as a good year. You know, so thank you so much for caring about me.
Of course. All right. Well, I guess that's it for our Grammy review. No, I literally just thought about it. I was like, because we've been talking about the Grammys, the Oscars. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for our Oscars review.
Idiot Academy Awards.
Yeah. So we will be back next week. That's it for BK Today. I'm Brandy.
I'm Kayla.
And we'll see you next week.